Oh my goodness, oh my... Okay. Now, you know, I'm feeling a lot better today, by the way. I want to be very thankful for all the kind words people left on my previous video about, because like I said, I really was in a damp on Tuesday, and it was really nice to see a lot of really nice comments cheering me up. That I really thank you. And I have seen people who I at least don't recall really leaving a comment before, or don't leave comments very often on other videos. So I'm very thankful that there's people out there with that. So so you might be curious about the title of this video. You might be like, the hedgehog has gone mad. Oh, the hedgehog has gone mad, you spiky little bastard. And he has. Sega's gone mad. And the reason I used that title is because apparently it also has to do with that. You see, Sega is whipping YouTube an asshole. Like, it's gone insane. Mainly, the Shining Force series seems to be the target, but there have been reports of other shit. Bayonetta and Yakuza, which actually might tie into, because if you remember long time ago, I was actually going to do a Let's Play of Yakuza Dead Souls, and then I had to report that I couldn't, because it just automatically came up as copyright. No ifs, buts, or whats, just bam, copyright. You want the strike to be gone, you can remove it, and we'll remove the strike. I mean, fair deal, but didn't have any real argument in it. So, that was a bit of an issue. So, obviously, I couldn't do a Let's Play of that. But, this has apparently been happening for a while, and it's only just gotten worse. Tons, basically almost anything of Shining Force seems to be targeted right now. So if you have videos related to Shining Force, and apparently the most people have reported having problems with is Shining Force 3. Now, if you don't know anything about Shining Force 3, there were 3 parts of it. Are these in the right order? Yes, they are. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Now, America only got Part 1, but as you can probably already tell, I don't have that one. It was a lot cheaper and a lot nicer to get to full collective versions of the Japanese versions instead of the maybe like throw out 200 shells for the banged up CD of the American version. But yeah, apparently Sega's gone insane. They're flagging copyright on all kinds of shit. Hell, people have reported, you know, like people who do like what I'm doing here, just sitting in front of this camera, because we don't have any, like, you know, legal rights to show like gameplay footage and that. You know, like, I've been asked before, like, why don't you do your reviews with gameplay footage anymore? And it's simply because it gets flagged for copyright. I have no rights over it because, oh my goodness, I used 5 seconds of seeing this or that, or showed gameplay to try and illustrate a point in a review. Oh my goodness, the rights, the law. I mean, I understand, you know, it's not my game, but you do have the right to review things. So I mean, I know it's a two-sided butter knife, but what can you do? But anyway, the point is, people even doing what I'm doing here, just sitting in front of this camera talking to you, people have like had Shining Force or that in the title, because, you know, they're sitting here talking about Shining Force, and they got flagged for copyright. It's like, it's insane. But the thing is, doesn't make sense is you would probably assume because of that it's the auto flagging system, because that's usually what causes this kind of issue. But all the report, like, go to Shining Central, like basically the main hub for Shining Force fans if you don't live in Japan. And tons of people have been reporting that how the claims and that are being done. It all seems to point that one individual at Sega Japan is doing this. And Sega has yet to comment, even though tons of people are trying to reach out at them, trying to understand why this is happening and why they're doing it. I mean, basically people are trying to talk to all of them. America, the European, and of course Japanese one. Now, it's probably no giant secret that the Japanese company itself mainly has the control over its lesser brethren, most likely. I have read before that supposedly being used very lenient, that the other branches aren't, how to say, they don't have a lot of rights. Okay, here's the easy way. This happening right now, basically the people asking the American European branch, supposedly if said beliefs are true, they can't say anything unless their doggy master tells them, "Sit, boy, good. Shh, let them throw the tomatoes at you." So, basically, if said belief, I mean, it's not like a secret. There's people who've been suspicious of it. There's people who've used to work with the different companies, have stated it before, so, you know. But if we're going to go with that logic, basically, Sega Japan is the only person that's going to have the chance to say anything unless somebody wants to risk their job. And we're seeing that nobody's said anything. Nobody's risking their job. So it's basically all the Sega Japan. Are you going to tell us anything? Probably not. I think this is really retarded. I mean, this is mindfuckery on a new level. Oh no, this gets worse, way worse. If you're watching this video because you know of this stuff, you know what I'm talking about probably already. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But like, you know, it's nothing new to get like copyright flags on YouTube for new stuff, you know, playing modern consoles and that. But it's really bizarre. Really bizarre, almost virtually unheard of to me, to be honest, to get copyright strikes on old stuff, you know, cartridges and things, you know, really old games. I've barely heard any form of copyright strikes on stuff. So, it's so weird to see Sega filing copyright strikes on shit that's so old. I mean, like, let's see, well, where's that one? Where's my other one? Oh, there it is. I mean, it's so weird to get copyright strikes on old games. I mean, that is really bizarre. It's really strange. And then, of course, you have the new predicament that just came up. Sega is suing Level 5. They're suing Level 5. Now, who's Level 5? Do I have anything? Yes, of course I have something. I have the Wizard game. Level 5. What? Oh, there's a logo in the corner. Level 5. You don't know who Level 5 is? They're the people who made the Professor Layton, Inazuma. I'm probably completely saying that wrong. Inazuma, it's a soccer RPG sim. Didn't come to America. They made, obviously, this game, which didn't come to America either. Such a disappointment. But the PS3 version's coming. And they also are the people who have created the art style for Dragon Quest 8. And they basically made Dragon Quest 8 and 9. I'm not sure if Level 5 had anything to do with Youngus's quest, though. Don't look like it, actually, so that might be a bad example there. But anyway, the point is, what the fuck? You're suing Level 5. And of course, now, you're probably asking, assuming you don't know what the hell's going on, what the fuck are they being sued for? This is classic. Here, let me show you. So, this is a DS, and this is a stylus. They're being sued because they have the patent that the stylus connects to a kettle, and you move it, and they move with it. Sega has a patent for that. Are you fucking kidding me? You're talking about like 80% of the fucking DS library. Like, how the fuck? It's like, we went through a whole generation of DS games and the Nintendo Wii. And now we're getting into the second generation of this touchscreen shit. And now you're just gonna be like, oh, by the way, we have the rights to use the touchscreen style pen to touch your kettle and move them around. Like, how does that even work? Sorry, I keep dropping my stylus. I keep throwing it there and it keeps bouncing off. It's like, how do you do that? How do you fucking do that? How do you... It's like... And right now they're going to court, and Level 5 has already responded. Basically, yeah, fuck you, we'll fight back. This is bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's so stupid. How can you do this? Let alone even, like, you're picking a fist fight with probably one of the greatest game makers of our age right now. I mean, off the top of my head, I can't even think of one bad game Level 5 has done yet. I'm sure not everyone likes every Level 5 game, but they certainly have a better track record than a lot of other people right now. And this is just awful. And, like, why are you picking on Level 5? I mean, if you're going with that concept, shouldn't you be suing Nintendo? And, of course, there's even more absurdity. If this actually goes through somehow, if Sega wins this, they're basically saying, we own the DS, the Nintendo Wii, the Wii U, and the 3DS. They're all bitches. Spank, spank, give us money. It's like, what? I don't understand how the hell that works. How the hell do you fucking do... How can you even make a patent for that? Is that even legal? And, like, you know, actually, now to think about... Are we talking about, like, a world patent, a patent for Japan, America? I'm not really too sure on the insanity about how all that works. I just... Like... And it's so funny that Level 5's like, in our point of view, it's like, are you kidding me? Is this a bad joke? You wheel? Bro? You okay, bro? It's like, no, I'm shooting you. I'm totally shooting you. Unless you fill my wallet full of money. Come on, come on, get the money, you know. I don't know. It just blows my fucking brain. Oh, by the way, while I'm on the note, you might want to also avoid Shining the Holy Ark. That's apparently also getting a lot of copyright flags when it comes to the Shining Force. You know, I'm not the hugest Sega fan in the universe. But you know what? Back in the 16-bit days, I had a Sega Genesis and not a Super Nintendo. I had it for one of the common reasons most American families had one. It was cheaper. And it came with a game. It was a brilliant ploy for those times. I mean, you look at two systems, one slightly cheaper, and it has a free game with it. The other one don't. It's a very common ploy to get people to find it as a better deal. Not that I'm saying the Sega Genesis was horrible. Certainly I would be a big fat liar if I didn't say I liked the Super Nintendo more. But I grew up with a Sega Genesis. I never got a Super Nintendo until about the tail end, just before the N64 came out. So I was a really late Super Nintendo. Very late. I mean, I did get one, but I really experienced a lot of it late. So, I really was very Sega Genesis when I was a kid. And, you know, there were good games on there. I liked a lot of the RPGs. I liked a lot of the RPGs. And probably one of the more influential games of my playing of RPGs was Shining Darkness, or Shining in the Darkness. I've actually, because of this whole thing, I've actually never knew in Japan Shining in the Darkness is actually called Shining Darkness in Japan. Never knew that. It's really sad to see a company do this. And it's really sad they just ignoring tons of fans. Tons of fans universally outside Japan. This is just despicable. How the fuck can you do this? You could say something. It's been multiple days. It's been weeks for some people. It's been months. About a month for most people, but few cases have said it's happened even earlier than a month. It's like, how could you say nothing? Nothing. And people, like said, are reaching out. They've gone to Sega Japan's YouTube page and left comments, replies. What did they do? Don't reply. Spam. And then after so much, they disabled the comments. And then people started spam disliking it. They disabled liking and disliking. You know, Sega, here's an idea. How about get with somebody within a common English-speaking language and perhaps get them to explain what you're doing. So perhaps we'll stop, because it's going like wildfire on the internet. Nobody knows why they're doing it. But there's all kinds of theories. There's the whole theory that they're trying to kill Shining Central because of the SOS campaign. There's theories of them wanting to destroy everything of old Shining, so the new Shining will shine above them on YouTube and nobody can ever watch the old Shining because there will only be the new. There's conspiracy theories that someone hacked Sega. There's conspiracy theories that a particular guy who was in... I don't actually know a lot about the SOS thing. I knew a little about, but apparently a big misunderstanding between Sega Japan that happened with the SOS thing, with the Shining campaign, and that ended up in a very confusing light. And one conspiracy theory is the person who was in that misunderstanding on Japan's side is trying to destroy everything related to SOS. And it's confusing on what's going on. It really is. It's really conflicting, and disconcerting to your fan base. How in the world you could not comment at least one fucking comment to thousands and thousands of people? Hell, fuck that. Could be millions. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking people outside Japan that like Shining, okay? I mean, I get it, you know. Don't sell that well outside. Fine. You know. I've heard that line before. But, you know, and like I said, other people saying other Sega stuff is being affected by this. So, I don't know. It's just my brain's dying. It's the apocalypse this month. I'm getting kicked out of my apartment. The world's ending. And Sega has lost their damn fucking mind. Happy holidays, Level 5. And by the way, Level 5, I hope you kick their fucking ass in court. Because you know what? I liked Sega in the past. I like a lot of Sega products. I'm not a big Sonic fan, but I'm a big Shining series fan. And then, you know what? Sega is dying. Let's admit it. It's been on fucking cancer support for years now. It's like, and this is the lowest. This is, to my opinion, the lowest. Like, you know, I was pissed at fucking Capcom about some of the shit they've been doing. Fuck that. Sega has went sinkingly low. It's gone down, down in the sewage. Well, the stink is fucking high. I don't get it. I just don't fucking understand why you would do this to people. I mean, yes, you own the game footage. So, in theory, yes, you could. And I'm not saying you can't. They could. But you know what? You could tell people that. This speculation is driving people insane. Trying to understand what's going on is driving people insane. And the immense disrespect for your fan base is just making people sad. And this is really horrifying because even big people are being affected by this. Not little people like me and even little people or even people slightly above me. We're talking about fucking big people. The happy console gamer. Sorry, yeah. I do watch some of his stuff. I don't watch him a lot. But, and Total Biscuit. You fuck and copyright strike Total Biscuit. One of the fucking biggest fucking like let's play commentaries, and it's like you just fucking burned hell. Because Total Biscuit just started a boycott. He took every fucking Sega video he has done, period, and has torn them off of YouTube. He's probably had to delete them, but he's probably sent them all to private where they can't be viewed, period. And he will not buy any more Sega products until they fix this. And you know, I have to agree. You know, if Sega is going to disrespect their loyal fans like this is disrespectful. I mean, even Capcom has fucking responded. Sure, they fucking stabbed Mega Man in the fucking back, but they actually said something about it. They responded. It wasn't a good one, mind you, but they actually did. But I digress. Feel free to leave a comment. My brain needs to go west. It's rotting away trying to figure out this immense riddle of death. Until next time, toodaloos. Now, so to add, just in case you're wondering, I have 2 places to look at for possible new place to live at, to look at this weekend. So, a little good news there. Toodaloos. Level 5 kick Sega's ass, and yeah, I'm pretty much agreeing on the boycott thing. Sega, fix this shit if you want me to buy more crap, because I really would like to buy more Yakuza, but you know, I don't like being treated like shit, and I'm sure you don't either. Till next time, dear viewer. Yeah, record button.